Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. You are here on the home of the Slightly Above Average Ship Review, and I'm your host KPZ. Today, got a domination match on Sea of Fortune. We are down tier in the Tier 6 German Tech Tree Destroyer. I'm going to totally butcher this name. Leberecht Maass. Hopefully that's right. Alright, ship's kind of got a very ignominious history, I guess you would say. Named after a guy named Leberecht Maass. He was an admiral who was commanding the German naval forces at the Battle of Heligoland Blight and died when his flagship was struck by British battle cruisers. Anyway, this ship, what's ignominious about it, built before World War II, it is the lead ship of her class of 4 destroyers that are all named after German naval heroes, apparently. The full name is the Z1 Leberecht Maass. It's called the Leberecht Maass on PC. Here on console, we just call it the Maass. Anyway, in the Maass, we're moving to the Bravo Cap simply because the Bravo Cap is usually the least favorite cap for people to go into. And so when I'm presented the opportunity to go for the middle cap, I do that.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Pardon me if I missed something on the screen. I think we're going to launch torpedoes, but I want to give you the rest of the history of this ship really quickly. So here's the ignominious part about the ending. It was in a flotilla with 5 other destroyers. Most of them have names. Max Schultz, Richard Beitzen, Theodor Riedel, Erich Kolliner, and Frederick Eckholtz. I'm sure I also mispronounced all those names. The flotilla was mistakenly attacked by a Henkel HE-111 bomber. Leberecht Maass was hit by at least one bomb, broke in half, sunk, lost 280 of the crew, including the ship's captain. Only 60 of her crew were saved. When they were trying to rescue survivors in the water, the Max Schultz hit a mine and sank, and everybody on board that ship died. Apparently, the Kriegsmarine did not communicate with the Luftwaffe and let them know they were doing stuff there, and the Luftwaffe thought it was some kind of a foreign ship patrol, and so they tried to take him out. So later research, they think the Max Schultz struck a British mine. Anyway, we got some good torpedoes out here on the North Carolina. I think we got all 4 on target, folks. All right, maybe just 3 on target. I'm not going to complain. That is still a really nice hit. We just missed the 4th torpedo by feet, inches, a little bit of stuff, and we finish them off. First blood. And that's how you get it done here in this Tier 6 destroyer. Now you can see we do have sonar, we do have a speed boost. I really don't like that they let you back into the harbors there. I think that's bad. We did capture out Bravo for a solo base cap. So we're going to move into Alpha because there's a Scharnhorst, at least, if not one other ship over here. And so we're going to try to put pressure on him to help our team out. Taking a look at the map, there is another ship. We're going to launch. Are we going to launch torpedoes? No, we're just going to run behind the island. I must be holding my torpedoes for the Scharnhorst. Alright, as you can see, we're up 3 ships already. And we are going to launch right on the indicator there for the Scharnhorst. He is in our spotting range, meaning we're detected by him, so I'm just going to shoot because I don't have anything else to lose. He appears to be occupied with another enemy, and this is really kind of an ideal situation for you as a destroyer commander. And as you can see there, we get 3 more torpedo strikes. And we take him out for our 2nd kill. Switching over to the other side of the ship, we see a Massachusetts coming into the cap. We put out 1 4 torpedo salvo at him. And again, I don't have a smoke screen on recharge. I am spotted, so there's really nothing to lose for me to shoot at him while I'm spotted. I'm just trying to set him on fire. As you can see, we were not successful. All right, in the background, we've got a Helena. I want to maintain my distance from that Helena if at all possible. A couple of torpedo strikes off screen on that Massachusetts. Kill number 3, and we are dominating in this match, really helping our team take a commanding lead in terms of ships killed. All right, because it's a cruiser, I am loading the armor-piercing German destroyers, especially at the higher tiers, have excellent armor-piercing. Although the Helena's given us a bad angle, we're just going to try to light him up anyway with the armor-piercing. And unfortunately, we do not get the kill pinch. But that's okay. We will now try to flip Alpha. Meanwhile, the enemy is trying to flip Bravo. Apparently, all of my teammates do not understand this thing about domination matches. But again, I am the only living destroyer left on our team. So maybe they were like, that KPZ guy knows what he's doing. We'll just let him handle that, you know? That's probably what happened. I want to say I'm recording this on Monday. I hope everybody enjoyed the superb owl. My city that I'm currently living in is the home of the Super Bowl champions, so that's great and everything. But I really don't have any vested interest in the Chiefs. But if you're a Chiefs fan, go Chiefs. And if you're not a Chiefs fan, I hope you enjoyed the superb owl anyway. All right. We captured out Alpha for our second solo base cap. Now we're going to move back into Bravo and try and take that cap back over. We do have an enemy destroyer and 2 battleships, it looks like, left. But again, our team is just totally dominating. We've kind of carried the day for our team. So we're going to move into Bravo and try to exert our will. I got to say, if you watched my last video, Getty is how you pronounce the name. Someone gave me the correct pronunciation. I appreciate that. The Getty gives you the choice between 4 128s or 4 150s. The 150s have kind of a slow reload. It kind of leaves you in a bad place where the 128s on the Getty don't have a great reload, and the 150s in the Getty don't have a great reload. But this ship has 5 128s. So if you like the 128s, you're going to feel right at home here in the Leberecht Maass, because this thing cranks out the rounds. And again, it trends gunboat. And so you're going to use that sonar like we're using it now, just trying to spot the enemy destroyer. Last spotted on the mini-map on the other side of Charlie, based on the RDF indicator. You can barely see it. Ouija, could you please make the RDF indicator a little more visible? As someone with a vision disability, I feel you are violating the American with Disabilities Act. There he is. It's his Shiratsuyu, a very dangerous destroyer. If you haven't watched my Shiratsuyu video, of course, I highly recommend it. I want to say I think I get a crack in that. I believe it is called Ghost Protocol, because I think in the match we were only spotted like once. So anyway, the Shiratsuyu is a very stealthy destroyer. For some reason, this player decided to make himself known and get shot at, and he's shooting torpedoes with limited success, with no success. So I don't know. Maybe he's just having a bad day. Maybe he's hungover from watching some football. Who knows? But we're going to move out here. We don't even have 100,000 damage yet. That's embarrassing. And he put up a smoke screen. Now, stupidly, I already used my sonar, so it's on recharge. But we're just going to shoot some torpedoes into the cloud here and try to flush him out. Smoke screens attract torpedoes, children. I will try to cover that in my next installment of the Average Player's Guide to Destroyering. I do have a gunboat video coming too. Here, the Shiratsuyu makes himself known. We light him up, but he runs into a torpedo. My teammate tried to kill pinch. He was denied, and thus endeth the match. All right, we got some milestones here on the victory screen. 85,827 total damage. First blood medal. Bunch of completion ribbons down there. 9 torpedo strikes. 4 big kills. 3 solo base capture flags. We ended up with 333,549 silver. 6498 ship XP and commander XP in the Z1 Leberecht Maass. Give us the whole name, Ouija. All right, here we are on the top of the board. 2888 base XP. 4 big kills is officially a good game. Massachusetts looked like he chipped in a fair amount. So that's cool and everything. The enemy team put up what we like to refer to as token resistance. We easily wrecked their face in this game. All right, let's go into the port and take a look at the ship. In terms of the modifications, aiming system mod 1, propulsion mod 2, and concealment system mod 1. The Maass is fully upgraded. Here in the loadout, 2 charges of the smoke generator, 2 charges of the engine boost, and 2 charges of a 4.2 ship detecting sonar, 3 kilometers for torpedoes. So just bear that in mind. We are running the rare battle booster because we have 4 consumables. Got the standard permanent camouflage, which you have to pay money for, and the early adopter flag. Taking a look at the stats, 19,900 hit points with our build. I want to say, I think that's a lot for a Tier 6 destroyer. Got those 5 128s, 10.4 kilometer firing range, 3.7 second reload, 15.7 second turn time, HE shells 1500 max damage with a 6% fire chance, armor piercing shells 3000 max damage. Torpedoes got 2 quad launchers, reload every 90 seconds, max damage 14,400, 8.5 kilometer range at 65 knots. The detectability is 1,300 meters. AA defense is not that great. Your main battery is not dual purpose. Makes sense for a pre-World War II ship. So this is not great at all. So I would try to avoid being carrier focused if you can do that. But yeah, really weak numbers, especially the flak guns, the 20 millimeters. Not very impressive right there, so you want to stay out of detection if at all possible. Maneuverability, 38.1 knots, 640 meter turning circle, 4.6 second rudder shift time, so a little sluggish on the rudder. Concealment, 5.2 on the surface, 2.9 from the air, 2.5 when firing in smoke. We do sacrifice concealability with our commander. AA defense, so you can see your AA, I think I'm talking about AA detectability, so just keep that in mind. Erich Bai, our commander, base trait shifty, is fully maxed out. We have a fully maxed William Sims for hit points and a 16.3 Sajen Bing as our inspirations. Row 1, Observant Rage. Row 2, Look at Me Now. Row 3, Twist and Track. Row 4, Smoke on the Water. And our legendary skill is Unstoppable. Anyway, that is the Leberecht Maass. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. You can always subscribe for more slightly above average ship reviews. Thanks for watching.